Welcome back, class. Open your books to page 69 and let's get started. Last time we talked about the stocks, the pillories of your feet. It was supposed to cover the pillory as well. However, I suppose I got a little excited and long-winded. So we're still in the same predicament. The powers that be are getting uppity about what kind of props I can bring in here to show you. So we'll just have to rely on your imagination. That and my extremely descriptive words. And the pillory is similar to the stocks, although the stocks being the lesser punishment. Now, the main goal of the pillory was to humiliate the criminal. And I have to tell you, what constituted a crime wasn't much at all. As a matter of fact, probably all of you would be sentenced to time in the pillory. The two boards, clasping your head and hands, holding you still, so that the crowds watching you could laugh. Maybe you'd be at the crossroads, or in the market square. Certainly, somewhere public. You would be the entertainment of the evening. You'd hear the crowds around you, mocking you, calling you names. You'd feel them throwing stuff at you. Rotten food, even dead animals. But the pillories were used for much more than that. They could have various heights. A really tall pillory, and you'd have to work very hard to keep the pressure off your windpipe. Standing on your toes until your legs cramped, and then strangling just a little bit to rest your legs before you'd go back up on tiptoe, just so you can keep your breath going. Or the pillory might be situated very low, too low for you to stand up properly, or even bent at a 90-degree angle. Yeah, it's too high for you to kneel, capturing you in a horrifically uncomfortable stress position, making your legs and back scream. Your legs and back would scream for hours until they went numb. And then, as everyone who's ever played with a clothespin knows, once it comes off, the pain comes back. So once you'd be freed, the simple act of standing up to walk away would be excruciatingly crippling. Add to that people laughing at you while you did it, mocking you for being the loser that you are, stupid enough to get caught and jammed into the pillory. Or the pillory could bend you at a convenient 90-degree angle. And if you are left out overnight, who's to say? Someone might wander out and disrobe you and take advantage of your helpless behind. You never know the sick and twisted ways people have inside them. This was often done in the daytime too, by the officials. Though usually they chose flagellation, where they would flog you, impact after impact, corporal punishment. you'd feel the caress of the leather over and over again as it bit into the flesh of your posterior, leaving welts, leaving little blood spots where it cut you open. And back in the day, little cuts like that, very dangerous. Infection, no antibiotics. It could kill you. Also, one of the things they would do to humiliate you as well as punish you, my favorite, they would brand you with your crime, a red-hot poker into your bottom cheeks, marking you for life of the crime you committed, forever to be seen whenever you needed to disrobe. I can only imagine the feelings that would be screaming through your nervous system as you watched the Punisher heat the brand in a fire, which they would no doubt put before your eyes so you could see it and suffer from the wicked anticipation of what was going to come. And then you'd see them take it off, and they'd walk behind you where you couldn't see anything anymore. And you'd feel the heat on your bottom, perhaps your buttock, perhaps your thigh. You'd feel the heat. You'd feel it getting warmer. And then the blinding, blistering bite of the brand cooking your flesh with your crime. And it would be what you deserved. Criminals don't deserve to be treated well, do they? Well, at least back then, that was the way of the thought. Fortunately, we live in modern times, and the pillory is basically for amusement. You'll see it at theme parks. Of course, you know where else it's often used. And for similar things, humiliation and corporal punishment, it's a lot safer these days. It could even be fun. Try it out sometime. Class dismissed.